Suddenly you go from being one of the team to leading the team. You get that promotion and everything changes. So today we're talking about the specific things you need to do to make this transition easier. If you're new here, hi, I'm Ben. I've been in leadership roles for 15 years and I want to help you be a more confident leader by sharing the best things I've learned here and at benkosh.com. And when you're making that switch from peer to leader, there are 3 relationships you have to think about and reset a little bit. The people you like, the people you don't like, and one that might be the trickiest of the lot. I mean, one guy told me he wouldn't stab me in the back, but he might stab me in the front. I'd just got on my first big promotion into a really serious leadership role. I was head of a department leading 50 to 60 people, and I was meeting everyone, asking what they thought the priority should be, what was working, what needed to change. And there was one meeting I was really nervous about. One of the people in my team was a real heavyweight, high-powered, experienced, very senior and well-known, and my imposter syndrome was kicking in big time. I was young and new and wondering why on earth this superstar would listen to me. And he kicked off our meeting, letting me know that he'd wanted to be head of the department. He was really bothered that they'd given me the job instead. And while he wouldn't ever stab me in the back, he might stab me in the front. And he didn't really have a knife, but he was really clear that he thought if he thought I wasn't doing a good enough job, he would be coming for me. And that was a tough meeting. How do you handle the person who wanted the job you ended up getting? Well, I'll talk about that later, but let's start with your friends, the people you like. Because before you're the team leader, you're one of the boys, one of the girls, in the thick of it, out for drinks, maybe even moaning about the boss a little bit. And then suddenly you are the boss. And you have to be really careful not to play favourites, or even just seem to play favourites. If your mate Ian is 10 minutes late and you let him off, but you have a real go at the new guy Mike for the same thing, your friends are still going to like you, but the rest of the team are going to lose trust and start resenting you. Now, when you've been working together for years, you might have real important friendships with people in your team, people you rely on. And I'm not saying you have to abandon those people or relationships, but you do have to be fair and consistent in how you treat your colleagues and deal with issues. So don't play favourites. Okay, group number 2, the people that don't like you. Now, honestly, I've not had too much of this in my career. Mostly, I'm a pretty likeable guy and people get on with me. My buddy Mike Ashey over at Leadership with Mike talks about this problem from time to time. I guess he's had more people that get annoyed with him than me. But seriously, even though it hasn't happened much, I know for sure there are people that don't like me, don't like my ideas, don't like how I work. And when you step into that new team leader job, that stuff doesn't go away. They won't suddenly start liking you just because you got promoted. So what do? Well, I think 3 things. First up, same as for those that like you, be fair, open and consistent in how you deal with issues. Don't play favourites with your friends. Don't play bad guys with the people that don't like you. Number 2, pay attention. There's a reason they don't like you. Some of it will be on them, but some of it will be about you. And like it or not, you're now their boss and what they think of you matters. It's your job to support, encourage and challenge them. It's your job to assign expectations. And their attitude to you is a component you need to consider when working out how best to do that. And also, you should be paying attention because the things they care about matter as much as the things that your friends care about. But the third thing to do with these people that don't like you, don't obsess over it. As long as you're being fair and consistent in how you handle issues, as long as you're paying attention and looking for truths you need to address in how people feel about you, you're doing it right. You won't get everyone to like you, so don't waste huge amounts of energy worrying about that. Okay, that's how you deal with your friends and your enemies as you step into that promotion and move from being in the team to leading the team. By the way, I'm going to do a little series of videos on this stepping into leadership topic, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss them. But there's one more kind of relationship you need to deal with. The person who wanted the promotion you got. How do you deal with that? And it's really tricky, right? Because you both applied for the same thing. And now they're feeling disappointed and frustrated they didn't get it, angry with you maybe. Well, my advice, deal with it head on, but give them space if they need it. Well, what do I mean? Well, first, make a point to get together and be deliberate about saying, look, I know you wanted this job too, and I expect you're upset, and I wanted to be upfront with you about it. I'm not sorry I got the job, but I am sorry it means you didn't get what you were hoping for, and I wanted to ask how you're doing. The minute you say this, you'll get a sense of where they are. Too upset to talk, completely understanding and willing to accept you as the boss, or somewhere in between. And either then or when they're ready, your line should be, look, your experience and expertise make you a really important part of this team. I'm going to rely on you for X, Y, and Z. And I know it might be weird, but let's just get on with it and start making some good stuff happen. All I'm saying is better to be upfront and talk about it openly than avoid it and hope it goes away. With my friend who let me know he might stab me in the front, I figured out his key strengths, his key interests, and gave him responsibility and authority in those areas, trusted him to do good stuff. And he did. A year later, he was asking me for advice and support about how to handle his next career move. Friends, enemies, and the person who wanted the job you got. 3 key groups of people to deal with when you move from being in the team to leading the team. Thanks for watching today. Some more good leadership stuff over here.